boost and burnouts. And that bit of the piston is missing. That's really not good. Oh, there's blue fluid there. I'm not going to let this weather beat me. Oh, man. But you got to take the rough with the smooth. Right, for those of you who are not subscribers, and I know there's a lot of you, more on that later, I've been turbocharging the Triumph bobber, and it was also supercharged before that, and maybe at some point I'm planning on it being supercharged and turbocharged as well. But I've been having a few problems with it, and I've had to strip the engine down to try and get to the bottom of it, which, as it happens, there's nothing wrong with the bottom of the engine, so it was a bit of a waste of time. Or was it really? Because I've now determined that it is actually okay, and I've got a better idea of how much abuse this motor's going to take. But how much abuse can I take? Well, I've got to get the pistons back in the barrel and cylinders now, so we're going to do that. It's a little bit dingy in here. I'm going to take it outside. Right, that's better. It's much nicer working out here. Look at it, especially on a day like today. It's been pretty hard to get motivated to do this because the weather has been shit.
Dude, look at this. I can't. It's cold. It's all over the place. It doesn't stop. For the love of God, stop snowing!
And after working 2 jobs all week long, it's really difficult to find the energy to actually get on with stuff like this, especially when it's not exciting stuff and it's just boring stuff like trying to fix this problem. But that's the thing, the channel's not just about the turbocharging or drag racing or all of that. It's about my journey with it and the problems with it as well. A lot of channels don't go into as much detail as I do and don't film all these boring, tedious bits, but these boring, tedious bits are what I've got to go through at the moment, so that's the content I've got. It just feels like I'm spinning the wheels at the moment. I'm not getting anywhere. But this is where most people quit. They feel they're not making progress, so give up. But just making little incremental bits of progress each day, you are progressing. It's felt like I've done bugger all on this lately, but I haven't. I have been getting somewhere. You just got to keep on keeping on.
Man, but you got to keep going. What am I going to do, quit? That's not an option. You got to keep on keeping on.
It's actually hard to bring you guys content at the moment when I'm doing boring stuff like this, but I'm going to try and make this video unboring. This is why you don't see a lot of channels going into detail, because you get actually engrossed in doing the work or whatever and you forget about the filming. Well, it's actually really hard work to film as well, so that's why a lot of channels don't have all this stuff in. But these are the tools I've got to work with at the moment, so that's what's going on. The only thing I did discover with this was the little spring on the decompression lever on the camshaft had come off, so I'm hoping that's my problem. So I've got to get this all back together now and then we can find out. But first I've got to get these cylinders back on these pistons, which is no mean task, I'll tell you. So you might even find out what was wrong with it by the end of this video. So stay tuned to the end. Right, I think I need my glasses to do this. Right, that was a real mission getting them pistons and piston rings in them cylinders. But this is why I haven't been doing this, or haven't had the motivation to do this, because I know I've had to go through this really crap bit to get these pistons in. But I've done it now, because at the moment the channel's not bringing me any money in to invest in it. I don't even earn enough money to pay for my editing software from my ads, but this is why other people quit as well. But I'm going to keep on keeping on. very nice. I'm actually putting the Thruxton barrels and cylinder heads back on it because I want to try and measure everything to see what the difference is between a high torque motor and the high power motor, because there seems to be a lot of confusion over where the extra compression comes from. Is it in the cylinder head or is it in the pistons? It might even be the barrels. I'm going to measure that in a bit. I can't find my magnet, so a bit of wire is going to have to do here. Yeah, back to you people who haven't subscribed. Look at this ratio here. This is the amount of people who watch my videos, who subscribe and who haven't. So do me a favour and hit that subscribe button, because it really helps me out to actually grow the channel and bring you better content all the time. Because that's what I want to do. That's why I'm filming this now. I'd want to keep bringing you good content, but when I don't have a lot to film, it's very difficult. Right, stick a screwdriver through that, down there. Just measured the deck height with the high power cylinders, and it's exactly the same as the high torque cylinders, so it's the compression difference isn't in the cylinder itself. So I'm hopefully going to get this motor back together today, get all these tedious little bits done and get this back together. What way round does that go? Not that way round. That way round. All the holes line up. I love making the content for the channel. I don't always love working on the bike, but I love the results I get from it. And it's in my blood as well. I can't just have something standard. I have to modify it and race it and take it to its limits. But this is all still a hobby for me, because I'm not making money out of it. I do still need to earn a living. And one of the best ways I've been doing this is with my mental fitness coaching. I used to call myself a mindset coach, but there's so many fake people out there at the moment calling themselves mindset coaches, it give it a little bit of a bad taste really. So I'm now a mental fitness coach, or mental fitness mechanic if you like. Well, I started off making personal development videos and they didn't really gain traction, so I just started making stuff I was interested in, like the bobber, and that sort of went all right and that gained traction. So I found I could actually inspire people and help people just by making content about the bike and stuff. But now I really want to take it to another level. I want to try and get personal development into the videos as well, which is probably why you're watching this, because this is all about keeping going even through the hard times. Like Winston Churchill said, when you're going through hell, keep going.
Life's a garden, dig it? You make it work for you. You never give up, man. That's my philosophy.
Right, so I've now got a spring on a decompression lever. Not much of a spring, but that's the spring it should have, and that's what's on there now. Right, I've got the top end back together again now. I haven't filmed it because I've got plenty of videos about putting this all back together and stuff like that. Go back and watch them. But what I will do, once it's been in the motor a while and worn a little bit, I'm going to go through the top end and shim it. This head and the stuff on it hasn't had as much abuse as my bobber one, so this is a little bit fresher anyway. Beautiful. Right, it's time to try a completely standard bobber. Well, it's actually detuned from standard because it's lower compression, but it sounds absolutely awesome. I love it. It's nice just to ride a standard bike again. You haven't got to worry about. I really need another bike. I need just one standard for cruising. Oh, look at this. So glad I don't have to sit in this shit. I just ride my bike straight down the outside. So it appears the problem was the missing spring from the decompression lever. And it doesn't rattle about now. But I'm really not convinced, because it was such a light spring, and I'm sure that when the engine's running this is extended all the time. But it seems to be running fine. So is it time to get the turbos back on? To be honest, I could do a little bit of a break from it. It is really nice to have a quiet, standard, reliable bike at the moment. And also the bug needs attention, which it hasn't had for a long while. So, do I get the turbos back on, or do I spend some time with the bug? Let me know in the comments. I'd like to be doing both, but at this stage I need to concentrate on what pays my bills, like my coaching and hypnotherapy business. But that's really quite rewarding as well, because I help other hands-on professionals get over the shit that's holding them back in life and create the outcomes they do want from life. If you want to know more about that, there'll be a link in the description below. Anyway, I now have a running, reliable, fresh canvas which I can start adding stuff to. Let me know what you reckon. So, keep on keeping on, have a great day, and watch this video down here.